everyone, it's Haze, and in today's video we're once again going to do the Miraculous Monday meme review, where my friend Hedge finds me the very best memes from across the internet and I react to them. But because it's a blind react, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about yet, but usually at some point in this video I do inevitably talk about any theories or ideas I may have for season 5 going forward. However, as always, I haven't read the show Bible or seen any of the leaks. So if you have and you already know what I'm saying is right or wrong, or you want to desperately tell me what happens instead, I'd really rather you didn't. I haven't read the Bible or looked at the leaks for a reason. It's because I don't want to know. I want to find out when I see the episode when it airs, and also a lot of people watch me because they also want to wait for the episode to air before they find out what happens in it. So I would really appreciate it if you didn't leave any leaks of any kind in the comments. And also just a second thing, my voice, I know it sounds a bit so basically so today is Tuesday, the day I'm filming this on, so like almost a whole week before the meme review. Last Tuesday I came down with the flu, and boy, the recovery has been slow. Maybe it would have been worse if I hadn't had the flu jab, but wow, I've been very ill. I'm slowly recovering. I sound already a lot better than I have done, but you know, just because of filming restraints and stuff, there's only so long I could wait before I had to film because I gotta edit this, and whilst no meme reviews don't take super long to edit, I have a lot going on this week, so this was really the only time I had to film, sadly. So it is what it is. It doesn't sound as bad as it was. So yeah, apologies that my voice sounds a little bit battered, but I promise I'm well enough to film. If I wasn't well enough, I just would have said, hey bestie, sorry, no videos next week. But anyway, okay, so let's get into the meme review then, besties. Okay, first meme. So Chloe is sunbathing, and then Mark, you must be the meanest human alive, treating Sabrina like a slave. Over version, yeah! Oh, Hedge, yes, Haze, it is Mark, well done, please try to stay calm. Look, he's just wonderful. I love him so much. Plus as well, like, I'm kind of like, I wish he was in the show more, but also kind of like, I don't mind that he's not, because it's like a treat when he is, like when he gets to do something. Like, I'm not a big fan of the episode Penalty. For the most part, I don't think it's that good of an episode, but Mark has such a central role in that episode, so I love it. And then he hasn't really done much since Penalty, which is fine. Because I just like it when they include him and he has a bit of a role, because then it's more of like a nice sweet surprise that I get to enjoy. Like if I saw him in every single episode and he had lines in all of them, don't get me wrong, I'd still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, I'd still love it, but I think I'd start to enjoy it less. Mark is like this little miraculous treat, a little bundle of joy. He's so cute, sorry. But yeah, Mark, he was great in this episode. We haven't done the screaming session on this episode. I feel like I just need to do a dedicated Mark specific screaming session, I'll be honest with you. I just love him. Okay, I don't even know what about it really. Like, a lot of people message me on Instagram, they're like, hey, who's your favourite character? And I say Mark. And then they're like, why? And I don't really know. I just think he's so cute. First of all, he's adorable visually, but he's such a bundle of sunshine. There's just something about him that's so adorable. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I just love him. However, I will say, as much as I love Mark, my favourite character in terms of like who I think is the best written is definitely Natalie. Amazing. Anyway, next meme. The fandom watching another fake reveal. This is called psychological harassment. Honestly, because I think I mentioned it actually in my unpopular opinions video with Aiden. Because I mean, I know I don't particularly class Oblivio as a reveal because there was no reveal scene, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, they both de-transformed, but they'd lost their memories. So I, like, as much as I like Oblivio, I don't really class it in my head as a reveal because they had no idea what was going on and they don't remember it for a reason that isn't to do with time travel. So I don't really count Oblivio as a reveal episode. But like I said in that video I did with Aiden, like Catblank and Ephemeral, because they've done the reveal twice now, and don't get me wrong, like both times I liked it, even though I'm not a big fan of Ephemeral, I did think the reveal in that episode was really sweet. I am definitely kind of worried about like first of all, how it's going to be received by the fandom. Is everyone finally going to be happy? What's everyone's thoughts going to be about it? Because I just feel like we've been teased for it so long, we've been waiting for so long, that if it's not anything less than perfect, you know, like everyone's going to complain, me included, to be honest. Like, I watched the show for the love square. I have been watching the show primarily for two things: for Adrianette or some side of the love square to happen. Like, Adrianette is my favourite, but I would have been happy with any side really, apart from maybe Ladybug, but I still would have been like, yeah, cool, because it's still them. And also for the reveal. Those are the two things I watched the show for. And now we've kind of sort of got one. I'm still waiting on the other, and that's basically what I've been watching the show for. And I remember when I watched the show. So I watched all season 1 on a friend's recommendation. And then when I got to season 2, I've definitely told the story before. So I told her I watched the first season, that I really liked it, and she was like, season 2's midway through airing now. They've just shown Despair Bear. You're going to scream when you've seen Despair Bear, referring to the Adrianette dance in it. And so I watched, I can't remember what episode I ended up on. Whichever episode it aired last, not long after Despair Bear, I don't remember now. And I asked her, like, hey, do you know when the reveal's gonna happen? And she was like, oh yeah, they're saying season 5. So pretty much right from the start, when I've been watching Miraculous, not long after I started watching it, I have had the knowledge with me that the reveal is gonna happen around now. So I'm just a bit like, waiting for it. So this is definitely my own fault, but I don't feel like anyone will blame me for it, for having high expectations around it, because I mean, I feel like a lot of the show revolves around them not knowing their identities and the reveal being hinted at and then doing it twice but then reversing it, and you know. So yeah, I definitely do have high expectations for it, but like, it has been 5 seasons. I feel like other people have high expectations for it. I don't think that's just a me thing. I think other people have higher expectations as well, to be honest. So yeah, I'm getting nervous for it actually, because as much as I want it, I'm not sure I'm mentally ready for it. Like, a lot of you know I'm autistic, and autistic people really don't like change. And I mean, obviously I don't know what episode it happens in or what will happen afterwards. Don't tell me, by the way, if you already know. Assuming it happens this season anyway. But I'm definitely nervous for the after, because things between Adrian and Marinette cannot stay the same. Things have to change. We didn't really get this in Cat Blanc, but definitely in Ephemeral. Once Marinette found out Adrian was Cat Noir, the way she acted both around Cat Noir and Adrian changed drastically. Like, things can't stay the same, and I guess depending what happens in the lead up to the reveal, other things might go down and change their relationship more or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen yet. So right now, I'm not ready for the reveal because I'm not ready for the after, seeing how things are going to change. Like, already season 5 has changed a lot from past seasons. I know season 4 had that large continuing plot, but it wasn't done in the same way as season 5. Like, so much is happening every single episode, largely to its detriment, I think. I'm not really enjoying it. It's too fast-paced, too much is happening. They're kind of more cramming things in rather than a nice pace. Season 4 was a good pace of plots and chilling out, basically. So right now I'm worried about how it's going to change the show. I hope they're going to pull it off flawlessly. I have faith in them, but I have autism, I have anxiety. I'm just scared of everything and everyone. Anyway, next meme. No one, Hawkmoth in Cat Blanc after he finds out his son is Cat Noir. Yeah, it's very sad. Anyway. Same in Ephemeral, really. His first thought is like, well, I can just use it to my advantage. I remember discussing this, I think it was the first time I was on the Miraculous Besties podcast, which was, I got invited on for Ephemeral, which was amazing. Even though I hate the episode, I was like, this is the big 100. It's such an honour to be invited on for the, not the 100th podcast, but discussing the 100th episode. Have they done 100 podcasts? I don't think they've done 100 podcast episodes. You know, like, so amazing. But, we kind of like discussed briefly, like, why does Gabriel treat his son like this if he's like one day thinking of going back to being a great father or whatever? And like, to me, my reasoning, because I was like, we found out in Ephemeral that when you make a wish, the whole universe gets rewritten, because previous to Ephemeral, I just thought it was like, so Gabriel wants to bring Emily back to life, right? So Tiki has always said there's like an opposite consequence, so if you bring someone back, someone else has to go. So I always thought it was either going to be like, okay, I want to bring Emily back to life, so I'm either going to have to pick someone as my sacrifice, because I always thought he was going to be like, okay, I'll have Ladybug as my sacrifice, but then at that point obviously he'd know their identities and Adrian would be like, no, you're not having Marinette, and then Natalie would step forward and give herself as a sacrifice. Maybe she wouldn't do that now after what's happened, but I definitely could see her maybe doing that. In previous seasons. Obviously things have changed this season between Gabriel and Natalie. It's not exactly the same as it was. So I was like, do you have to line up a sacrifice, or when you bring someone back, does it just like yeet a random person off the earth? Like, do you get to pick, or does it not matter? So that's what I thought was previously going to happen, but in Ephemeral it seems like the whole universe is rewritten. Just like, oh, okay, so it seems that Gabriel is treating Adrian horribly, and then it really doesn't matter, because in Gabriel's head, he's gonna win, he's gonna make his wish, he's gonna rewrite the whole universe, and I would assume in this rewrite of the universe, Emily has never have died, Gabriel's never had to have done this, he never emotionally neglected and emotionally abused his son, and they'll have a perfect relationship. That's why I think he's kind of justified his treatment of Adrian. Not saying that does justify it, but in like Gabriel's twisted mind, that's the way he's justified it. But now because of the cataclysm, he's a bit worried that he actually might not achieve it before he dies? I don't know, because the cataclysm affects different people in different ways. Like for example, Cat Noir in Miraculous, he didn't die, he didn't seem like it hurt, but he didn't seem to have any injury. Like there was no, I mean, I know he was wearing his cat suit for most of the episode, but we never saw like I don't know what to call it, the spreading black cataclysm on his arm, or like on his chest, I guess. So I don't know, we know it affects people differently. Gabriel hasn't seemed to have been in all that much pain with it. He seems largely okay actually, other than being like, if this spreads much more, I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna be interested to see what they do with Gaby Baby. I do love him, like he's a horrible person, but I'm sorry, I love him. Okay, next meme. Are you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. Molok is the guardian of the Miraculous. Okay, I guess technically he is, but he hasn't been named the guardian. I mean, arguably in that way we could say in the season 3 finale, Chloe was also the guardian. Oh god. I think like you have to first of all have the miracle box, so again Chloe is a better contender for this, and the majority of the Miraculouses I'd say, and also be named the guardian, because in order to be the guardian you have to have like that fail-safe of the memory. Obviously when Master Fu rescinds it in the season 3 finale, he loses his memory. So yeah, Chloe or Gabriel babes as the guardian. Wow, I just know he's not like in a way yes he is, but also in another way he's absolutely not. Anyway, next meme. Seeing my mum drown or something because I'm a akumatized person. Oh no. Realising Ladybug will resurrect her at the end of the fight. Anyway, and then Hedge says, who needs consequences when I have insects? Ladybug probably. I mean like, yeah, I'd largely think of this the same way. Like if, let's say this was real and I lived in Paris, and I'd be walking down the street going back home and I just see, I don't know, Rocketeer for example, destroy my house. I'd be like, oh, that's sad. Well, it's okay, Ladybug will fix it. I'll go to a cafe for a drink for now. You know what I mean? Like everyone, they probably are scared depending what the Akuma is, but they're probably at just this point just kind of a bit like, we'll just wait for her to fix it all, you know what I mean? Like I really want to know what happened to Max in Risk. Like obviously he's fine now, we've seen him since, but like, did he actually drown? Did Ladybug, the Ladybug's Miraculous Ladybugs fix it? Sorry, I know it's not important, but like ever since I saw him jump into the sand with his ducky, it's been plaguing my mind. Alright, I need to know. Next meme. Having an ugly AF Miraculous suit. Zoe Lee Monarch. Excuse me. Okay, I don't know who you are, just a magical purple shark, but I think you need to go for an eye test. Is Vesperia the best outfit in the whole show? No. Do I think Queen Bee's outfit is better? Yes. Does that mean Zoe has an ugly outfit? No. okay? I was being serious when I made that in defense of Zoe video. I didn't discuss any of her clothing, but for, yeah, I'd say for the most part, I think Zoe, I mean, she only had 2 outfits really? Yeah, Zoe has had fabulous wardrobe choices. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. Whoever you are, I hope you're having a nice day, but you're also wrong. Okay. Anyway, next meme. So we have Hawk, who calls him Hawk Moth? It's Hawk Daddy, get it right. And this person's like, Hawk Daddy, Shadow Daddy, may he rest in peace. Hawk Daddy, Monarch Daddy, Hawk Daddy. And the hedge said, Daddy, it's not Moth, it's Hawk Daddy. Yes, thank you. Okay, we'll just replace all the moths with Daddy. That's weirdly how me and Miraculous Lazy became friends, because she asked me if she could call Shadow Moth Shadow Daddy. The more you know, eh? But I mean, like, I always understand who you mean if you say Hawk Moth or referring to the other ones, but like, did anyone else ever hate the name Hawk Moth? I know it is the name of a butterfly, but I'm like, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Molok is a much better villain name. I wish they'd kind of gone from that from the start, but I understand why they're only going with it now, because like Monarch, obviously, whilst it also refers to a type of butterfly, also like Monarch, a king or a queen, he has with Miraculous now, so he's like in charge, he thinks he's gonna win sort of thing. So I get it, but like I just feel like Monarch is a much stronger name, you know? Anyway. I mean, if you're not calling Shadow Moth Shadow Daddy, who even are you? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. Anyway, next meme. Marinette, can you please take the trash out of the classroom? Oh, I thought she was gonna grab Chloe. Marinette, put Lila down immediately. Yeah, I thought she would have grabbed Chloe. I guess Marinette couldn't carry both of them at once. She'll go and take Lila out and then come back for Chloe. So the final meme of the meme review is the meme review viewer submission meme. I always struggle saying that. I don't know why, I try every time, but anyway. If you want to be in with a chance of having your meme featured in the meme review, you have to join my Discord server. It's linked in the description. And we have, Hedge just put instructions on the screen, but we have a channel for the meme reviewer submissions. You submit your meme in there, it has to be a meme you've made and not just one you found. We have a separate channel for discussing memes you found that you find funny, and then everyone will vote on it and Hedge will pick the best one. So this week's winner is Basement Child 1 Ezzy. Look, I know this name sounds bad, but trust me, most people on Haze's server spend less than 3% of their lives in Haze's basement. I don't have a basement. Most British houses I don't think have basements. I think they have to be really old houses usually to have basements. Basements aren't really a thing here. I don't think... Actually, weirdly, the only time I've ever been in a house with a basement was in France. Not in England. I've never been in a house in England with a basement. Ever. No, I don't think I have. No, I haven't. They're not really a thing. Anyway, let's look at the meme. Me after realising it's been a year since Strike Back's trailer released. Wow, those eyes. That's from the deflagration reaction, isn't it? I wasn't having a fun time that day. I won't re-explain it. But also the day Strike Back's trailer release wasn't a fun day. So I got up, I believe I did the reaction to Cheelin. Then literally as I finished filming the reaction to Cheelin, Penalty was released, so I was like, okay. So because it was in English, I sat there, I was like, okay, well let's do that one too. I made the notes on Cheelin, and then I filmed the commentary on that. And then after lunch, after I edited it and stuff, I was having a chill day. I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna make the notes on Pedal Team. I'll record the Pedal Team commentary, edit it, get it up. But I believe I was halfway through rewatching Pedal Team. So what I usually do is I film the reaction and then I rewatch the episode, and as I rewatch I take notes, and those notes form my commentary video. Like that notepad I have in the commentary videos, that's the notepad I make all the notes in. So that's how I usually do it. God. And then at halfway through writing notes for the Pedal Team video, I believe is when they released, well, it was like a trailer for Risk and Strike Back, but at that point we'd already seen Risk. That was a crazy day. Like, I remember when I was editing that Pedal Team video, there was just like portions of it that I just had to get rid of because I was sat there replying to comments whilst I was filming for the Pedal Team commentary. That took me a while to edit that video actually. Because I kept stopping to reply to comments, because obviously everyone was watching this, everyone wanted to know like theories and stuff. So It's always a crazy day in this fandom. But anyway, besties, that was it for this week's meme review. I'd love to know what your favourite meme was, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!